People like us, we hear such stories because we have become people's confidants and counselors. Because people have told us painful things in their experiences that is even worse than that, and they really want to talk. And when they talk, they ask you to please keep it secret. You will now discover that your own stand will change. But when brothers ask you, why did your stand change? You can't explain it. That's the predicament. That is one. Please listen. That is one. We have always said it. Polygamy is not for everybody. Many people are failing in polygamy because of their intention. They want to prove that they are gregarious animals. They are fond of company. They must do as others do. Just like women who wear hijab as uniform. Because if I don't wear hijab to MICA, they will look down on me. So people want to belong. Why must you do what others do? Why must you be a crowd follower? You may choose to remain the way you are, because that is your own, and you know your limitation. That is number one. And sometimes it may not be this. It may be financial crisis. Brothers, wallahi bi rabbil Kaaba, we are in Ramadan. If your wife sees support you in house care spending, wallahi, you are not a man. Wallahi. And if you want me to bring a lot of hujjah, look, what pride do you have? Quran says, "Iskunuhunna min haythu sakantum min wujudikum." Lodge them safely where you live. Lodge them. You provide accommodation for them. You are supposed to provide accommodation. Quran says, "Wakiswatuhunna." The clothes that your wife wear. Kiswa is the clothes. Kiswa is the one she wears underneath. Kiswa is her pants. Wallahi, a man who is not paying for his wife's pants, the cost of the pants, I swear by Allah who stand is my soul, it's not a man. Except if you are not reading from the Quran. This is the Sharia. Quran says, "Ar-rijalu qawwamuna 'ala an-nisa." It's a very common verse. Ar-rijalu qawwamuna 'ala an-nisa. Men. There is one platform some of the MICA brothers have. They call it Rijal. Whoever formed that platform is a criminal. Is a criminal. Those who are on that platform, they are chronic criminals. Quran used Rijal for brave men in battles. You are using Rijal for solidarity. Is that men's solidarity? What brought it about is that your women are being rebellious, and you believe that because you are so weak, you have been pushed into the defensive and you fall from Rijal. I don't know what you discussed there, but you have invited me once to come and deliver a lecture in the Rijal. When you invite me again, I will come. Do you get it now? I wish you invite me again, because this time around, what I told you the other time will be different. What I will tell you. Rijal, brave men. You know, when I saw that thing, my friend was the one who, I think he was the champion of that platform. He said, "We want you to come and talk to us." That's Brother Fodil. About, I said, "What's the name of it?" I said, "Rijal." I said, "Rijal." It quickly clicked. I said, look at these people. Men conspiracy. Now, let me tell you, Rijal, you Rijal, let me talk to you. You Rijal. Quran says, "Ar-rijalu qawwamuna 'ala an-nisa." Men qawwamun, have authority 'ala an-nisa, over women, their wives. That's qawwama. Let me tell you the meaning of qawwama. Qawwama is the authority to tell a woman, "Sit down there," and she sit down. Qawwama is the authority to tell the woman, "Do not leave this house until I come, and you do not return in 10 years," and she's still there. Hassan al-Udaybi, the second murshid of Ikhwan al-Muslimun, went to prison. Government arrested him. He went to prison. His wife was at home. They were living in upstairs in a duplex. The wife, when the husband was going, when the government arrested the husband, the wife was at home in her room upstairs, and the government did not release the husband for 12 years, and the woman did not for once come downstairs to do anything in the contemporary Egypt. During that period, her mother died. During that period, her father died. She said she did not have access to her husband to take permission to go. That is Kawama. You tell your wife, sit down there, and your wife is there. And you tell your wife that lick my feet, and your wife start licking it. Quran says Ar-Rijalu, men Kawamuna, have those authority I've just mentioned. Al-Nisa, on their wife, Bima Faddalallahu Ba'dukum ala ba'd, because Allah has given one power over the other, Wabima and Faku, and majorly as a result of the fact that the man is spending on the woman. You are not spending on a wife, you do not have the authority. I'm talking Islam. I'm interpreting Quran. Because we are interpreters of the Quran. Because oftentimes it's men that sit where I sit. Because we are the sheikh, we are the ustaz. Because we are the lecturers. It is easy for us to misinterpret. That is Allah. Now for someone who suffers problem on account of his marital finance, the house care, Allah has put everything in the hands of men. Wallah. Your wife tell you that, yes, sir, you gave me 2,000 naira and you said this is what you want, and I got to the market. Maybe you are a classroom teacher and your wife is working in NNPC, and sir, I added 500 naira. In Islam, you must return that 500. Go and ask any scholar. So, and the woman knows what she has been enduring on account of that you struggle to do it together. And do you know why she is doing it? When a woman is doing that for you and is protecting you, she is buying the whole of your life, the whole of your mind, the whole of your mental sanity. Those who eat from their wife's provision must never and can never think right. When a woman joins you in providing those things, are you with me? You should ordinarily lose your sanity. You shouldn't think right. When your mother call you to come and your wife say you are not going, you are in trouble, because you have handed over the authority to her. Now she is the husband. That's what Allah says the husband should do. Can you imagine? So in that situation, you are now bringing a second wife, and nobody is aware of that. As you are now bringing that second wife, the woman now says, you know what they think at that junction? I've studied their psychology. Pray for me that I complete my book. There are some of these institutions in the southwest that they are so deep in extremist Salafism. I'm sorry. So a particular brother, a particular sister went to one of those schools. The family now came. They brought the sister. The sister is a person who respects me so much. They now begged me that I should convince her. In that school, this sister is choosing niqab from school, but in that school there was a shoemaker that was a cripple. She was living at the mosque, outside school mosque. That's where he was living and sleeping. and was doing his shoe making, and was this people, the one that cannot stand up, not the one so that is crawling. The sister now fell in love. This sister was in that institution. The love was serious. They now brought the case to me. They brought the sister because he had brought the brother to the families in Lagos and said, upon the money we spent in school, first thing is MICA. The sister was graduating. I said, we know. Do you know the implication of what you want to do? Yes. I'm doing it feasible because I listened to lecture in MSS in the mosque. And they said if you can do it feasible. Feasible. I was initially talking. Then at the point I said, please be wise. This stupid feasibility life. This thing cannot work. I told her, I said, this thing cannot work. I'm telling you the truth. It can't work. I said you are at a stage of exaggerated piety. Stage. I said your eyes will get opened. We get opened. This is madness. I said, the family, they have been crying. They said they have talked. Then I said I will be doing counseling. Counseling from ideology. Nothing. Do you know what happened? The sister is dead now. The story of what led to that death, I mustn't narrate it here. But it's on account of all those things. Allah has decreed. Do you understand? Some things is not iman, it's emotion. هناك فرق بين حماسة والإيمان. There is a difference between emotion and iman. Sometimes people don't know how to identify it. It happens to you. It's a stage. There are 4 stages in Islamic consciousness. The first stage is the stage of consciousness, when you are just alerted to Sunnah. That is, Imam Ghazali called it a stage of madness. Everything, haram, everything. You are so completely annihilated from usul al-fiqh. That's the stage of consciousness. That stage, you will be willing to die on an unreasonable thing. You see the recent apology of Fantami. May Allah protect him. Every one of us had gone through a particular stage. That stage of consciousness, Imam Ghazali said, anybody who dies at that stage will go to hell. Because most of the things you do and decisions you make, they are inspired by your emotion and by shaitan. Shaitan works with emotion. It's not iman. He said later you graduate to the stage of awareness. From consciousness, that's when you become balanced emotionally. But you have not gotten it right too. But it's better. Most of you are still at that stage. Then the last stage is the stage of Islamic work. When you are due to work for Allah, to do dawah. Many people, they started doing dawah at the stage of consciousness. They mislead people and they pass wrong message and they destroy the message. Are you with me? That lady, before she died, arrived at the stage of awareness, but it was too late. Some decision you would take at that stage that would have damaged your life. You know, we are talking about marriage. Listen to this. One day, do you know Afriki television station? Yes. Al Afriki, they invited me for an interview. A live interview on satellite television. I got there. It was a 1-hour program. It was at night. The program started 11. We finished around 12 or something. It was a Muslim sister who interviewed me. She was in niqab. I enjoyed the interview. The sister was exceptionally brilliant. I did not know we have such a person. After, the interview. It was time for me to leave. It was broadcast live. As I was about entering my car, the sister ran after me, sir, can I follow you to so place? Because that place, she could not get a cab. I said, sister, I wanted to ask, are you married? She said, I said, because to be working this late, 12, where do you live? He said, in Asokoro or something. He said, where do you want us to drop him? I told my driver, I said, let's go and drop him and drop her at home. We now went. When we go to the place in Asokoro, we enter, we drop her. It was an uncompleted building. Wallah. We dropped her, she went. And as she was dropping, she asked for my number because she had some questions to ask. She gone and go. She now called me to ask me question. I said, before you ask me question, is that where you are living? He said, yes. I said, what happened? He said, there is a lot to it. I said, will you come and see me? Then she came to see me in the office. She sat down. She now narrated the story, how she was inflamed and carried away by that exaggerated piety. We are talking about to marry a wrong brother on campus. You know that kind of thing now? You know campus marriage. You know those people. You know them. You know them. Kai, protect your children. May Allah protect them. She now told me how she fell, how she had the first child, how her parents were vehemently opposed to it, how the Amir of the school stood in as the wali, how she had the first child, the second child, the third child, what happened when she was pregnant for the fourth child, how the marriage collapsed, how the life of the brother, the whole thing, how the whole thing was fake because the brother did not even finish, how herself had to drop out in final year. Could not contest. Said, you did not finish, and you are this brilliant. I said, so what brought you to Abuja? She said, shame. She said she had been watching Al-Afriki. She now traced the office. She told them that if they can employ. I said, that's good. How much are they paying you? That time she told me they are just giving her transport fare. They have not started paying her. It was a pathetic story. 4 children. Where will she start? There are some decisions in life. When you allow misconception about Islam to lead you into taking it, it damages the whole of your life. Ravage it. You may never get it right again. I don't know if you understand me. Many people are falling on that path. Many people have not recovered from that thing. That's why everybody needs a mentor. Even as a married person, you need a mentor. And like I said in the recent article, I said mentors in most cases only stand to be hero worshipped. Let me tell you something. You need mentor that will have a link to Allah. We guide you with the Quran and Sunnah and with divine guidance. That's the problem. If you marry a wrong person, it will determine your tomorrow. Some people have prospects. It's marriage that destroys their prospects in life. They just marry wrong person. Wallahi, let me tell you something. Everything is on Qadar. I want to tell you a secret. Marriage can bring your life to a halt. You may not have any prospect. You may not even have any value. Marriage can create value in your life. The type of person you marry can redefine your life, can give you direction. And you may have direction as a person from your parents' home. Marriage can remove the whole of that direction. May Allah guide us already.